Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
Say if you're planning a summer vacation and you're worried about high gas prices and inflation is chipping away at the old family fund, maybe stay in the state of Minnesota and visit Giants Ridge, because it's more than golf, although it's the Legend and the Quarry are two of the greatest golf courses in the state. But it's also great dining, great accommodations, hiking, nature trails. It's becoming a mountain bike destination. But that golfing is fantastic. The 25th anniversary of the Legend is coming up June 28th. That really sparked the interest in golf in northeast Minnesota. Giants Ridge will have a 37-hole special all summer between June 4 and August 29. Play the Legend and the Quarry on the same day with lunch on them at the Wakuta Grill, which features the one of the finest and most peaceful lake overlooks in all of northern Minnesota. View 3D course flyovers of the Legend and the Quarry at giantsridge.com. It's going to warm up one of these days, and you're going to want to pack up and head to Giants Ridge, and you'll be able to monitor the old family budget that way. giantsridge.com.
Beautiful.
Should have done that and then played the song.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we could have done that.
Yeah, we could have done it.
You want me to play the song
Are we ready?
again? No.
Are we on the
Yes,
air?
we are.
We're
Yes,
on
we
the
are.
air, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
May 7th, baby.
What's that?
Circle it on the calendar. 60 degrees. That's when the garage door opener
No,
will...
it's 70.
Oh, it's 70.
We're going to have the garage door opener in July.
It has been pretty amazing. We did have 70 the other day, Saturday, but...
Did it hit 70 Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
It came with a 90-mile-an-hour wind from the
and
south.
sun showers.
From the south, yes. I was over at the softball, baseball. They were both playing. The first weekend, they've both been home. But they face the opposite directions, right?
Are you talking about the U?
The U, yeah, the softball and baseball. So the softball gals had a 25-mile-an-hour wind to their back, and the baseball guys had a 25-mile-an-hour wind in their faces.
It was more than 25.
For a while there in the morning, it was howling. And they had a...
So do we set a record number of home runs for the softball game?
No, because the gal who was pitching for Maryland is a 6'1" sister who throws pretty good, and we couldn't get the ball up in the air to take advantage of that. So, but they had a full house. They had 1,000 people there for the softball. The lads lost a couple of 2 out of 3, but anyway, it was interesting. The other thing is, the Big Ten Network has Big Ten Plus.
I'm aware.
Big
Yeah,
Ten Plus.
I'm unaware of that.
So
You have
Big
it.
Ten Plus, they basically set up cameras, right? And then they run them computer-wise from some places. So they don't have a guy out there or a gal with the cameras. So the center field camera at the softball game
was shaking.
is got, they don't also have the mounting, the high buck mounting, you know. So people, I looked at the screen, and the screen's going like that.
It's like the Blair Witch Project.
Yes, right. The screen's going. This one guy that did the PR, the SID for softball, there's his mother texted him and says, "I was trying to watch, but I'm getting sick." You know, the waving is.
Did you watch the Blair Witch Project?
I did.
What was in the building at the end?
That's the mystery, Joe.
Nobody
knows.
It really bothered the people who went in there.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
It was some type of disturbance,
Why
Joe.
haven't they made a comeback movie? That thing was a big success.
Oh, it had to be 20 years ago, didn't it?
It was. I was still in school, so it's more than 20 years ago.
But, I never went to it. I'm not a big on. I haven't done much with
That
it.
was
I
one.
did like the original Halloween. I loved, but I'm not real good at horror movies.
This is my
me neither.
this is my second Mankato reference today, but when that movie came out, that's the movie all of us guys had to take the gal to, so they sought comfort.
Okay, that's right.
Hey, Pat, I've gone from giving a Byron Buxton update to now saying, please don't get hurt. Please
No,
don't get hurt. Please
yes.
don't get hurt. He is so good.
Wow. That ball was
ball,
crushed.
It's 62 years of viewing the Twins. That's one of the best swings I've seen in 62 years because it was up and it was hard. I think it was 98. And he got on it and got up there and hit it. And 469, they estimated. Longest walk-off home run of the StatCast era.
Wow.
I said, which started in 08 or
I'd be
some
the wrong
damn
person
thing
to
where they
ask.
started.
I saw that, but then I was interrupted. I didn't see. Did they leave him alone when he crossed the plate? Because don't jump on him or
Don't
throw cold
beat him
water
up.
around
They
him.
were.
Don't do anything.
They
to
weren't
him.
as vicious as they
weren't.
normally would
no,
be.
they would not. They don't want to hit him.
Don't touch him.
They don't want him to get that tingle back.
I don't want to tingle.
Don't want that tingle. So I have a little problem here, though.
right.
I love him. He's a great player. I've been saying how long here, Reavers? They're 20% better in all areas.
You
when
have
he
been
plays.
saying that for a minimum of 7 years.
When he plays, they're better in the field by 20%. They're better on the mound by 20%, and they're better hitting maybe more than 20%. But I have people comparing him with Puck as a great twin.
No.
He has played, as of right now, 40% of the games the last 5 years. 225 out of 561, I believe it is. Puck, from 1985 to 1993, averaged 157 games a year, which meant he missed 5 a year. And then the next year was the strike year.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
So he played 108 of 111 that year. So
And what about 95? Did he not?
95, he got his one injury. He missed. He only played 100.
Oh, that's right, because that's the year Martinez hit him, right?
Yeah, but that happened at the end of the
That
season.
did, okay,
But
got it.
yes, he did miss some games that year.
So you're not ready to proclaim Buxton yet.
Wonderful talent, but
Long ways to go.
You got to play, kid.
yeah, we gotta see you.
Plus,
Now, I did say to Judd today, he fought back gamely and missed only 5 games with a tingle.
With a tingle.
And look at that slacker Puck. He only was blind in one eye when he quit playing. He could have kept playing, You think Buck, you gave him vision in one eye, Buck would be out there, wouldn't he?
No.
No.
that would hurt the depth perception on a 99-mile-an-hour
yes, I don't
fastball.
know if he could have hit that one with only one eye.
Right.
But, Puck did get hurt. He did go blind. So that's
Plus, he also has this difference where he's got 2 rings that he had a slight helping hand in.
Yes, but in Buxton's defense, he has gone through the process a little delayed compared to most great players of learning how to hit in the big league, of getting better and better and better. And the way he got better was to tell people to stop telling him how to get better.
Right.
About 3 years ago, and saying, I'll do it my way. Stop telling me to get a leg kick and all these other nonsense. And by the way, don't hit like Joe Mauer. I'm not blaming Joe, because Joe never gave me this advice, but he would take strike one down the chute and think, okay, to get ahead in the count, to get into a hitter's count, fastball down middle, that's a hitter's count. Strike one is a hitter's count, and he knows that now. And, I'm rooting for him, but I'm not ready to crown his ass, to quote
Denny Green.
to quote
He
Denny
is who he
Green.
thought he was.
By the way, when he came up to the plate, and I said this to the bride sitting next to me, I can't believe they're pitching to him.
Yeah.
I can't believe Reusse pitched to him.
Well, I had the good fortune of stumbling onto the White Sox post-game TV.
Oh, boy.
Ozzie Guillen and Big Frank Thomas. And Ozzie is hysterical.
Really?
And he says, "You can't pitch to that guy. I can see what Tony's thinking arises next, but you can't pitch to that guy." Yeah. And he's going on and on. And
because the winning run was already on and first base was open.
yes, Big Frank, who's always boring, and when he makes national appearances, is looser than hell on that
Is he
show,
really?
too. And they got a host, and he's almost a ringmaster, just like
Ernie?
just like Ernie is with the basketball guys. And Ozzy is fantastic. Ozzy, and his English is better than Tony's. You know, you
Sure.
can hear him. So
What are they going to do about Sano? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
80, what is he, 89, I think. He's hitting 89.
Yeah, it's under 100.
.89.
The other day, my guy Smalley, I love Smalley. We all both love Smalley. We go back to covering him and the whole thing. But he's been BSN'd. He's got sent to the farm.
Yep.
And he's got
He's been
brainwashed.
conditioned.
He's got brainwashed. Manchurian,
Yeah.
a Manchurian announcer. You know, he's not as bad as some of them, but he's been trained. So the other day,
He's had BSN training.
he's had the other
Send him
day
away.
BSN training. BSN.
BS-N.
And yeah, but they were talking about how Miguel is laying off the bad breaking pitches, and he's taking better at bats. And they were going on. And I had to say, never heard so much praise for a guy hitting 86, which is what he was hitting at the time. I don't know. He just can't get to the fastball anymore.
No. He's just got to he has to stop attempting to hit that pitch. I think that would help him a little bit.
Well, he's got a shortness. He's got, Buxton starts from a lower position and finishes big, but he doesn't have that big swing he used to have.
Well, is anybody
Miguel.
talking to Sano every day?
Oh, I'm sure he's getting more advice than a man can stand. And he is, he does look better. He does look like he's moving better.
He
Right.
plays a decent first base.
He's mediocre, but he's acceptable.
I'll give him this. The one thing you can give him credit for, he's always available. He rarely, he doesn't go on the DL very often.
No.
Who played shortstop yesterday? Urshela?
No, it was your guy, Nick Gordon.
Nick Gordon played.
Did you see the play he made?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I love that pickup, by the way. I think he's a player. He can hit enough.
I thought Gordon
Yeah.
was strictly
He's a good
outfielder.
No, he was drafted as an infielder. He was a number 5 overall pick. Way
He was
back.
drafted as an infielder,
Well, that
and
was
they
a
made
hell
him
of
play
a
the
play to
outfield.
throw from the. He was laying down.
But what he doesn't get enough credit for is throwing it with that much accuracy from his butt.
Yep.
He Urshela is a pretty good player.
Yeah, I like him a
He's
lot.
a better player than I thought.
Yeah.
But hey, first place, baby. 8-8. If we can get to 84 wins, we might win her. The Whiteys, though, have had that bad vibe all year. Lynn got hurt in spring training.
Well, they have a bunch of guys out, don't
Yeah,
they?
they got Eli's now hurt again.
Yeah.
They've just had a lot of baseball seasons are just about the early vibe, and this one
Yeah.
is not good.
They have not had a decent weather game yet.
No.
Well, the one I attended was okay.
Well, it's a 45.
No, it was almost 60
Where?
at Target Field. The opening weekend against Seattle was okay.
The one day that the temperature was good, the wind was howling.
Right, Saturday.
Howling. This is what was going on. I was watching what were the bride and I were watching? We were watching a movie, I believe, in the afternoon when that thing rolled in and we had the room was dark. And I was frightened enough. I didn't want to look.
Right.
It was loud and bad, and God Almighty. But it blew over fairly quick. So.
I drove through it and told Joe earlier, Pat, I had to wear my sunglasses to drive through that thunderstorm. It was a weird one.
Yeah, it was a sun shower.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
but a hard sun shower.
How do you like your Wild after last night?
God, they're good.
Yeah, you really are.
Are they? But once in a while, once again, they have a early lead. They get it, they blow it, and then they come back and win. Nashville had to win that game too. They're still trying to make the playoffs, so that's a nice win. How are we going to pay Fiala?
I don't know. He's earning every nickel.
Man alive, has he been good for months now? He was getting bashed early in the season, right? They should move him, blah, blah, blah. He's going to have 95 points. How
They
many
gotta
games they
keep
got
him.
left? 3?
Well, I don't know. I'm
I
going to
think
look
they
at
got
the
3
schedule.
left. I think they got 3 left this
All
week.
home.
Yes.
They're done on the
They're
road.
done on Friday.
They have 3 games at home this
Calgary,
week?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And the other teams that they're playing have no reason to win. So Calgary's locked up in the other division.
Okay.
And the Colorado's here for the last game of the year. They're not going to play anybody.
No, that's true.
Because they got to get ready for the first round. So that'll
I can't find the damn.
Here,
Why don't you
come here.
hand it to me?
Look for the grid.
I got
Look
it.
for
Here.
the grid.
Yeah, the grid is right here.
The grid's right there. Then you kind of look across and you say, like,
Arizona, Calgary, Colorado.
yes. And they're Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, is it? Or what?
It's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Friday. Okay. Yep. And then the season's over, and the expectation is game 1 will be next Tuesday against St. Louis.
They have played 51-21 is 72-7 is 79 games.
They got 3 left.
Yep.
So then we have the NBA team.
Yeah, well, you know what? Don't get me going because why can't you do that every day?
Or just part of the time.
Jeez.
But did we all think they're going to do it again?
No, I thought they'd have a no-show and get beat by 20, didn't you?
Oh, no, I
after
thought
the
they were
loss?
going to win. I did think they
Did
were going to
you?
win, yeah. But then, of course, at the end, I'm thinking, they're going to
Pat
do it
Bev,
again.
Emotional team leader Pat Bev, our guy,
Mm-hmm.
we love Pat Bev, goes up and throws up 2 rocks, free throws. God awful. It's a free throw. You got to make 1 out of 2. And gave them a chance. Tyus had a open 3 to tie it.
Yep.
And then they finally got Cat to the free throw line, and he made 2. He's the guy you want at the free throw line. So, but it's been an interesting time, Joe, because play-in game, they win, everybody celebrates, but we all badmouth Cat, right? Mm-hmm. Game 1, you win, Cat's revenge game. It's
pretty good.
Cat. Game 2, yeah, so-so. Game 3, no shows.
Clunker.
You throw the lead away. Get rid of Cat. We got to trade Cat.
Yeah.
And then, he comes back with, 15 rebounds and 30-some points. So,
Speaking of that,
you know
I know.
what?
Oh,
You know what the evidence is? Like every other sport, they got good games and bad games.
that happens.
They have good games and
To
bad
me,
games.
it seems to happen more often in the NBA.
I think our expectation to see the same thing is higher, maybe. And
When do they play next? Tomorrow
but
night?
you know what the difference was? Yesterday, didn't get in foul trouble. Or Saturday, didn't get in foul trouble.
So it's tomorrow and then back here Thursday?
Friday.
Yes.
Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Why don't we drag it out
Still-
even longer, I
And
wonder?
it ends
3
Sunday.
weeks?
I think it ends Sunday.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Yeah, it's like a regular season when you got like the 3 days off. They do drag it out. There's no doubt about it.
This was submitted to us by a couple of listeners, knowing how much you guys love Inside the NBA, especially with Mr. Barkley. And Joe, during the show, at times you might lose a little bit of the control because of sophomoric behavior,
Right.
With your crew. That happened on this show when Barkley was talking about wanting Cat to play inside in the paint.
When a guy's banging you, you spin off of him. Those are the worst defenders to play against, actually, because if you can feel their body, come on.
18 points
They're
for Joker.
all
Only
laughing
nugget
at because he said
in double
what he
figures.
said at the beginning.
69-59. Golden State shooting.
Shaq is laughing so hard after Barkley said that.
I didn't stay up for it. I was watching it for a while last night, but I couldn't wait any longer. But Shaq brought his egg cooker. Did you watch it last night?
No, I did not.
Shaq
I was
has
watching the Wild
some
game.
big machine to make hard-boiled eggs.
Okay.
And they had it in there, and they were all waiting to unveil Shaq's hard-boiled egg machine that cooked the eggs.
Don't you just boil them?
Well, these are like dry.
Wait a
Look
minute.
like dry.
This wasn't to play off of the protesters with
No,
Mr. Taylor, was it?
No, this was apparently one of their discussions the other day was about hard-boiled eggs and how they like Shaq loves hard-boiled eggs.
Who doesn't like a good hard boiled?
I don't like them.
You don't like them?
No.
Oh.
I like.
But you like egg salad.
I like egg salad with home-prepared eggs.
I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could do that.
I like the egg
It's been a
salad.
long time since I had an egg salad sandwich.
I thought you always. Oh, no,
We
it's
had
ham
a-
salad.
We had another.
Tuna.
We had another dead chicken protest.
Hey, get this. I'm in my house Saturday doing some paperwork at a table. I look out the window, there's a chicken.
There's a chicken.
A
in the
real
neighborhood.
chicken.
Did it
Just
escape
walking.
Glenn Taylor's wrath?
And I
Yes.
knew that the neighbors had gotten some chickens. Because the kids like
One of them got loose. He
So I-
heard the rumors.
I called the guy and I
Somebody
said, "Are you missing a chicken?" He said, "Oh no, I'm in Washington D.C." I said, "Well, there's a chicken out here. I don't have chickens." So he sent the kid. One of the kids came over and grabbed the chicken.
Yeah. So these chickens are tame enough they don't run away.
Yeah, and chickens really can't fly very long, if at all.
No, they're not.
They're
flying.
lousy flyers.
You know what chickens' problems are? They produce eggs,
Right.
which is the finest food there is.
Well, not for
Right.
me, but go ahead.
It's a fine food because of its versatility.
Okay.
You can do anything with an egg. And then, guess what? You can do anything with a chicken, too.
Yeah.
Chicken is the easiest. They're tasty,
Yep.
and they produce eggs, and they're stupid, right?
This was a good-looking chicken too.
This was a good-looking chicken. Yes. All right. Robert De Niro, I appreciate that. Whatever Jack's name was. But
good-looking chicken.
It was a good-looking chicken. But they are stupid. The hens, they go out every day
Yeah,
and lay 2 eggs.
yeah,
And somebody comes and steals them, right?
Yeah.
Why don't they just say to hell with it?
yeah.
I'm not doing this
Well,
anymore.
when I went out to
I'm not sitting here on 2 eggs for another day and then have somebody come and steal them.
well, this chicken
Dumb.
got into a corner of the yard, and it was just like the band in Animal House in the alley, because the chicken just kept trying to get out of the corner. There was no
That's
place
what I
for it to
say.
go.
Not smart.
Not
That's what I
smart.
say,
They're not smart.
When
I
you,
told Judd
go
this
ahead.
today, but I got to repeat it, though. I don't think Glenn Taylor to get off the hook on this killing masses of chickens because of the avian flu, or not flu, avian, whatever it is.
Yeah, flu.
Can use the Richard Reusse method of disposing of chickens,
Which is?
to keep them. You get yourself a log, but you put it up. It's flat. It's it's not laying on the ground. It's upright. It's a stump. It's more of a stump
Okay.
than a log.
Yeah.
Then you get one of those bendy nails, that you can stick something in that
Yeah.
stays there.
I'm
one of
trying
those
to follow this, yeah.
bendy nails in there.
Bendy
A
nail.
bendy nail
Yeah,
in a log.
not just a nail. You got to have a bendy nail.
Yeah.
Then you take the chicken
Yep.
and you put its head through there.
Yep.
And then you take a hatchet and you cut the chicken's head off. And then they perish after they run around for about 15 seconds.
Yeah, they do run around a little
yeah.
bit.
As a kid that grew up with grandparents that
Yes, you've seen
harvested
that.
poultry, the
You've
problem when
seen
you're
it.
the fast kid, you got one job: run down
down
the
the
hill
chicken.
and go grab it and bring it back up to
Yes,
the
right.
barn.
Oh, you had the. Well,
That was
why
my
did
job.
They have the stump near the hill.
Because that
should
way
have
they
them
would
on a
run
flat.
straight down the hill and then they would stop. It was just that
Yes,
easy.
but they just ran around our backyard for
Okay.
about 15 seconds.
Yeah.
But you know
Did
what?
Richard raise chickens?
No, but he'd go out to the farm and buy a couple. He loved boiled chicken. I never liked boiled chicken, but he loved boiled chicken. He'd go out to the farm, buy a couple, throw them in a burlap bag, and like a few hours later,
Fix 'em.
We'd have chicken. Yeah. And then you'd put them in hot water with the feathers and everything. pull the
You
feathers out.
even pluck them?
Well, you'd pluck them, yes, but if you were boiling them, you'd get the feathers in boiling water, and then it was easy to pluck them.
Oh, I see. All right.
Yeah,
Speaking-
but I was never expert. I just go out and watch them run,
Right.
And then I'd go retrieve one.
Speaking of that, yesterday I did make my purchase. You know the fine folks at Soda Stick. They make parody T-shirts for the local teams. You guys are familiar with them, right? They, on their Twitter account, posted their new Timberwolves-themed playoff shirt with the old Timberwolves logo, and it says Timber Chickens, in which they have you remember the old Wolves logo, except it's a chicken instead of a Timberwolf. And I said, I gotta have me one of those,
okay.
the Timber Chickens.
So we had a gal that we don't know what her plan was when she walked up behind.
Yeah, I don't know
Glenn
what
and
she
the
was
wife,
thinking.
She was gonna, and then she ran out on the. I guess she
Did
was.
she glue herself to the floor?
no. I guess she was gonna confront Glenn.
Oh, sure.
But she ran past him.
She must have been trying to get around in front.
Here's
of him.
all I have to say about that entire incident. I don't know who the Vikings are planning on drafting. You go draft that damn security guard. That guy was on it like that. And he took her to the floor in a second.
Well, the outfit that's the Pro Chicken outfit.
Sure.
Is send out a release that she was going. She was there, and somebody was there to videotape it. That was the other person.
Oh, that she was sitting next
Are
to.
these the PETA types?
It's some other. Yeah, I think they are, but it's not PETA itself. It's some other outfit. You know.
But if you see the video, I forget that somebody did name the security guard. I think it was Johnny Krasinski named him, and said he's a great guy, but basically said he kept watching her, knowing something was up.
When are the what? How are you supposed to get when these chickens all get sick?
Right.
What are you supposed to do with them?
The way you describe it would be very time consuming.
Yes, it would.
I mean,
Plus, if they already have the avian thing, maybe you don't want to eat them. I don't know.
No, you got to get rid of them.
Yeah, their whole point of contention is the way the chickens are being
Suffocated.
extinguished.
Is this just one of Glenn's side businesses?
Oh, yeah, but it produces like how many hundreds of tens of thousands of chickens. There's a lot of chickens now. It's an egg farm, basically.
Yeah.
It's an egg farm.
A lot of upset chickens wondering why their eggs are getting stolen.
Yes.
Well,
Those
because
roosters got a smile on their face at an egg
when
farm.
you take them to the hatchery,
Don't they?
the basket was uneven.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, God bless Norm Macdonald.
Yes. By the way, we have a chicken shortage.
Well, there's a chicken problem. There's the
Yes.
flu.
Wings are hard to get.
Yeah.
Leanne Chin's. Oyster wings. No wings.
There's no wings at Lee and Chin?
No oyster wings. You know
What
what
the
I
hell
did
is an
yesterday?
oyster wing?
Oh, there's sauce that they put on their wings. It's the very, the oyster wings. They've had those for years. You know what I did yesterday, though? I had this. I think all the protests got me thinking about chicken.
Yeah.
I went to KFC. I drove 13 miles to the closest KFC. Got a big old bucket of KFC just for old times' sake.
Really? I thought you'd be
Yeah.
a Chick-fil-A guy.
Oh, I am. But not on Sundays.
They're not open on
They're
Sundays.
not on Sundays. We need an atheist to buy Chick-fil-A. Eldon Musk, forget Twitter, buy Chick-fil-A. Freedom of chicken. Come on.
I remember the sport that you two had with our former colleagues, Mr. Mackey and Mr. Pellicero, when they sat in the Chick-fil-A parking lot the drive-through lane for about 20 minutes until they realized it wasn't open.
Yeah.
Because, of course, if you've ever been to a Chick-fil-A, they're never not
Right. There's
chaotic.
never not 29 cars
Yes,
in
right.
line.
There's- It's never. So, what's your first hint? 10 o'clock.
That you're
We
the
got
only
the place
one there.
all to ourselves.
Why is this? Although I have forgotten on occasion and headed off to the Chick-fil-A.
I just remember that was one of the really good Reusse belly laughs that we got in the old 1500 days.
That's true. Let's see. So we've covered the Wild. We covered the Timberwolves. We covered the Twins. What else
NFL
we got?
draft fever. What do you got?
Boy, I was
When is
going,
that?
Thursday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I think it's just the 3 days now. Yep.
I was going through the sports stations on the
Sirius?
just the main ones. I only have the smaller one. 6 stations, MLB Network, and then 5 that were talking about the draft. All various things. It's unbelievable.
What? Bah.
Huh? It is.
Where do the Vikings draft?
12th.
12th. But you know what? Our new guy, Adolfo Mensa, he's doing his press conference tomorrow. And like Rick Spielman before him, I would guess he'll say, I've been getting a lot of calls. We could move up, we could move down, or we could stay where we are, right?
Yep.
Those are Rick always gave us this insight, and all the reporters and TV stations came out there to record the same horse poop
Every time.
year and year. And I think this guy's got a chance to be even worse than Spielman. because he doesn't say. When he did his first press conference, a month ago, Chris?
Something like that.
He was terrible. He was nervous. He was nervous. So,
Boy, he's been quiet, hasn't he?
yes.
I know the responsibility falls on my shoulders now, and very excited about that chance to do this.
He was talking about the draft there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. He seems like a nice enough fella, but he's not going to tell you nothing. So what's the sense in going out there?
It's official here. The mogul Musk takes Twitter.
Okay, so he's now got his own
Guess
staff.
he owns the Twitters.
He's got his own staff.
Well, he hasn't yet, but I'm sure he will. This is the one I was looking for, Patrick.
The phone has been, whether you believe me or not, but I'm telling you, it's been the most active it's been in a while.
Now let's play What Year Did He Say That? And you could pick any year.
Is that
year.
Spielman?
Yes.
Yes.
He's still without a job, right? He didn't know.
No, didn't he take a job someplace?
Oh, I thought I
as an
read that he hadn't
advisor?
been
Oh, he
hired
did
yet.
not take that job.
No,
in
Jacksonville did not hire
That
him.
did not fall. That fell
Correct.
through.
Did you follow any golf over the weekend?
I don't believe in it.
I did. What was this format?
They started it about 3 years ago,
I don't like it.
thinking that they would get a better field.
They had a good
'cause They had a
field.
terrible field because they want to get these guys, but I don't care who wins.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's the
And
best ball of your twosome all 4 days.
I think one day they play best ball, and the other they play
I don't like it.
the other. They play Ryder Cup. It's
Yeah.
supposed to emulate the Ryder Cup, but except you're not playing for God and country. You're
Right.
just playing, and nobody cares. I don't. The crowds the week before the Masters were good. Some of the crowds in Florida were great. It didn't look like there was anybody was there when I watched 20 minutes of it. I don't think it's a big seller there in New Orleans. Plus, New Orleans had basketball fever on Sunday, so
Yeah.
they now lead the injured Sun, or they're tied with the injured Suns 2-game apiece.
A lot of the players went to the Pelicans game. A lot of the
Oh,
golfers.
did they?
Yeah. Bubba and who's the Victor Howard Jr. What's his name? Oh, never
You're
mind.
asking
I
the
can't
wrong
think
guy.
of it. I can't.
The Pels
Harold
are turning
Varner
it into
Jr.
a series, by the way. The
Yes,
Pelicans.
because Booker's not playing, and Phoenix.
Did they
is
build the Pelicans a building?
Yes, it's not a grand one though, but it's right next to the
Because the
Superdome.
Benson family owns them, don't they?
Yes,
That's what I thought.
yes, they do.
Because they used to be the Hornets, Joe. And then the Hornets changed their name in Charlotte to the Hornets, which they used to be before they moved.
The Charlotte Hornets moved to New Orleans, right?
Does Charlotte have a basketball team?
Yep.
Yes, they got a new team back, right?
Are
And
they the Hornets?
They named them the Bobcats,
The Bobcats.
but then
Is this the
they
one
wanted-
Jordan owns?
Yes.
But he's not as strong in him as he was. But then they became the Hornets
Right.
again, right?
And then
now they became the Pelicans,
Which is the radio nickname Joe wanted to have.
I wanted to be the Pelicans.
That wouldn't have been
It's a
bad.
good name, the
You gotta
Pelicans.
have a
Now, would it
nickname.
have been Joe the Pelican Souchere, or would it have just been the Pelican?
Just the Pelican.
Okay.
Just the Pelicans.
And
the
remind me
Pelican.
why? Why was that?
Because
that-
then you can win a national award.
Because then you win awards if you have a nickname.
You got to have a nickname.
But if you don't have a nickname, you got no chance.
How many second place
Mad
finishes
Dog.
do you have for that Marconi?
7 or 8.
Look at Chris Russo, the sports guy.
Yeah.
He goes on and screams back at the old WFAN, right? Mm-hmm. And he's still screaming, but he's Mad Dog.
Yeah.
So he has his own network.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If you were, you wouldn't want to be Mad Dog. How about what's a dog that's kind of easy to get along
Sup
with?
dog.
Pitbull.
Yeah, Pitbull. You could have been Pitbull.
Pitbull.
Yes. They wouldn't know if you were the rap guy.
Yeah.
Was,
Yeah.
You know what I found can really offend people?
Why do you have the Reusse throat in April?
I got a cold from my wife and have not been able to shake it. So
It's not the new variant, is it?
I have taken a test and it's not.
Oh, that's
but
good.
I don't care if it is. It's not going to kill me. The new one is this Omicron.
Child's play.
As frightening as that Omicron name was, that's been a real wimp.
That was my favorite. One of my favorite moments in the midst of the pandemic when you barged in here and just screamed, Omicron!
That's a spooky name.
Yeah, it was because the first one didn't have any name. But this one, we've just decided the hell with it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Who's checking our sewage water, too?
They're checking a lot of us.
I don't want that water. I don't want that job.
That's a bad job.
That's a bad
I don't
job.
want checking sewages. That ain't for me,
I
man.
mean, what are they? They literally put it under a microscope or something? How do you find out?
I don't know.
That's a bad gig.
It is, man.
You know.
It is.
You got to be in the hazmat suit, don't you?
I think so.
I wouldn't be wandering around down there.
No, walking around down there. You know, the ones in New York
I don't want that.
are like, I read something 20 years ago, and I don't think they've done anything about it. Hundreds of millions of gallons a day are just shooting back out into the water and stuff like
Oh,
that.
no.
So, yeah.
Well, that's not
And
supposed to
there's
be
a
happening.
lot of people providing sewage in New York
Yes,
City.
there are.
Even though they're losing some population,
Right.
there's still a lot of people
Right.
providing sewage in New York, you know.
You know what a fin cycle is?
No.
At Giants Ridge, they have a fin cycle. It's a single rider electric golf, but it's a cycle. It's like a motorcycle.
Wow, so I get
Well, it's a
exercise.
little scooter.
I get exercise.
No, you ride it. You put your bag on the fin cycle and off you go.
Oh, I thought maybe you
You don't
held
pedal it.
like
No,
an electric bike.
No, it's an electric single rider electric golf cycle. That's just part of the attraction up at Giants Ridge, and it's just fantastic golf at the Quarry and the Legend. Great summer special all this year, June 4 to August 29. Play the Legend and the Quarry on the same day, and then have lunch on them at the Wakuta Grill. The lake view there is one of the finest and most peaceful overlooks in all of northern Minnesota. It's becoming a mountain biking destination. It's a great hiking and walking destination. Beautiful forests and lakes and peace and quiet. You can escape the noise from the rest of the world at Giants Ridge. And great 3D course flyovers of the Legend and the Quarry at giantsridge.com. And I want you to remember that for more than a decade, the national golf publications have ranked the Legend and the Quarry at Giants Ridge near or at the top of the best golf destinations in this country? No, in the world.
Wow.
In the world. And they're right next to each other. Few other golf facilities in the nation can claim more than one public course in Golf Digest Top 100 list. So find out everything you want to know at giantsridge.com.
Very good.
Yeah.
So those hills up there, that's the Wakota Range, kind of, isn't it? That's the name of the
That could
mountains.
be, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not mountains, but they're. I think it's That's one of the most interesting. That's probably the most interesting area in Minnesota.
It's beautiful.
Geographically.
Yeah, it is, and what it used to be, and
Yeah.
what it still is, and
Yeah.
and the thing about the Iron Range I've always noted is that everybody knows everybody as if it's one town. If
Right.
somebody from Chisholm dies, 25 miles away in Eveleth or
Yeah,
wherever it is,
yeah.
there's, Lefty died. They all know each other. It's a very interesting place. to say the least.
Close-knit.
Yes, it is. And
Who was the
they have-
Twins player from Chisholm that you killed off by accident? Wasn't he from Chisholm?
Chisholm. Who?
Wasn't there a
Did I kill off a Twins player?
I
didn't
thought it
think-
was. Maybe I'm thinking of a different town. I thought it was
Are
Chisholm.
you thinking of the novel where the player, or the dentist or the doctor in Chisholm was a major
Oh,
leaguer?
that's
that
what
was
I'm
it.
thinking of.
I thought Doc was the Doc who was from up there.
That's
was
what it
dead,
was.
and he wasn't.
Yep,
He
that's
was-
exactly what it
He was
was.
still alive, yeah. Because I was telling somebody the other day, telling me how much they liked Field of Dreams, and I said, well, not nearly as good as the novel. Shoeless Joe, had
Wonderful.
Salinger in it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You had to change a lot of characters, and you had I've always thought it was kind of overrated. But in my old age, Costner creeps me out, so I have a hard time watching his movies. Even the one I love, like Bull Durham.
Oh,
is,
Bull Durham's great.
probably it's top 3 baseball movies. 8 Men Out and Major League.
Oh,
would be
Major
the other
League.
two.
Will never
Yes.
be top for me with
The
Major
Natural
League.
was pretty good.
It was good.
It was
would be top
okay.
5. I'll put it in the top 5.
But I'm sorry. In Major League, when the guy walks up to the plate for the Yankees and he talks to Jake Taylor and says, "What are you doing back up here?" And he says, "Couldn't cut it in the Mexican League." That is a fantastic line.
Oh, there's
What are you doing back
incredible-
here? Couldn't cut
Incredible
it.
numbers. And the great thing about Major League is The sequel was worse than Caddyshack 2.
Oh, God, it was
the
bad.
The sequel was, how do you make that bad a sequel? You know,
They did in Caddyshack too.
I didn't realize they made a Major League 3.
Yeah,
Did
it
you
was
know that?
beyond unwatchable.
Beyond that one. So
What are you doing back up here?
Couldn't cut it the Mexican League.
And Euchre makes the movie.
oh God, yes.
Yeah.
One bleeping hit, one GD
He
hit.
throws it to the backstop and says, just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Tim Robbins' last good movie.
He had another one.
The one where he was the Altman movie, where he was the was an Altman movie when he was the producer. The producer.
I don't know which one you're thinking of.
I think it was an Altman movie.
Let's go out and enjoy this spring day.
God, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
That top. You know, I did have my first.
You gotta wind him up.
I did have my first nice top experience though. The neighbor kid Owen
Yeah.
was in the driveway,
Yep.
and Owen, I always give Owen a big howdy, and I said, "Owen, something wrong with my car?" And then I hit the button and took the top down.
Yeah.
Owen freaked out, man. He told
How
his
old is
dad,
this kid?
2.5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Owen said, "Dad, it's broken." And so I sucked in Owen, but next time I see him, I'm going to let him put the top down.
Yeah.
He'll be very excited about
Well, you'd
that.
have to be about 2.5 to fall for that.
Yes, you're right. But I figured we could suck Owen in on that one. I hadn't seen him, so anyway, that's
right.
it.
Let's go to the bank.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
A beautiful lawn is just a click away. Hello, sports fans. You schedule that free in-person lawn care analysis and estimate right now at professionalturf.com. You do that, ProTurf will send a highly trained and experienced service tech to your home who will analyze your lawn's condition, then customize a 3 to 5 step fertilizer and weed control application plan that's environmentally safe and guaranteed for superior results. A beautiful, healthy lawn free of crabgrass, dandelions, and broadleaf weeds. Locally owned, Professional Turf, they've been serving the Twin Cities since 1982. Schedule your free in-person lawn care estimate today at professionalturf.com.
It's Reavers here for Josh Arnold. Mr. Money Talk is what he's called around these parts. Josh has been an investment consultant since 1978. This extensive career has given him the experience needed to manage your money in both up and down markets. Josh provides independent, personalized investment planning to individuals and small businesses, including retirement plans. Josh has been doing this for quite some time, and the thing that separates him from the rest is he will always give you straight talk and never sugar-coated advice. When you invest for yourself or for your small business with Josh, you get the same straight talk that you would expect from Mr. Money Talk. You also get an investment consultant who will work proactively with you to create a strategy that fits your goals. You can also hear him at the end of Garage Logic every Tuesday and Thursday with a full report. Give him a call today for that free 48-minute financial consultation at 952-925-5608. That number once again is 952-925-5608. Or for more information, just visit his website, josharnoldinvestmentconsultant.com.